I fell in love with upland hunting because I fell in love with the gun dog. I grew up in an Italian family in Kansas City, and no one in my family hunts. We grew up camping and fishing, and so I was exposed to the outdoors, but never the opportunity to go shoot over pointing dogs. I had a friend whose father worked for Simmons Guns, and he was the one that really instilled shooting into me. And my first introduction stuck hard my senior year of high school. I started dove hunting. I got into a few duck hunts. And then college happened. I joined a fraternity, and I met a lot of country guys in my house that were hunters. From there, I had the free will to skip class and go chase birds, or go to class and not chase birds, so I obviously chose the first end of things. My senior year of college, I bought gnarly. That's it, that's how I got started. It's kind of one of those trial by fire, and I think that's what I love about the uplands is I love the pressure. I love the opportunity to go out into a field and find the needle in the haystack. And that idea of needle in a haystack really stuck with me. So day one, that's what we're really looking at. That's what we got into. We got into one covey of Huns. We had no wind. Our dogs were running in a draw, and flushed the covey, watched them fly away, gave them the good old salute, and kept pushing. We decided to leave from there and head to Hell's Canyon. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've never been in country this beautiful. I've never seen anything like it. I've never hunted anything like it. We're chasing birds really hard. Got into a covey of Huns, birds flushed, and they went ahead and reworked those birds, flushed those birds twice again, got one shot off and one bird down. So we had kind of broken the ice there with that covey of Huns. Morale's high, everybody's feeling good. Day 2, day 3, day 4, goose egg. It's really hard to drive over 2,000 miles, spend a wad of cash, watch your dogs bleed, and take the elements to the chin. It was about challenging myself. There's something about the uplands that really pairs and resonates with me, and it's this idea of, number one, putting yourself in a really uncomfortable situation. Come to Idaho and stare at a field of rolling hills and slash mountains and tell me that you're gonna go find a bird in it. It was overwhelming, to start. Happiness and misery are parallel in the uplands, and I find that to be a very attractive trait, and it draws me to it. I'm in my head most of the time when I walk, and then your dog gets birdie, and the nose goes down, and the tail starts wagging. Boom, then he goes on point. And that's the immediate joy. You know what comes after that. Here's where the thin line comes into play. Birds get up. Now it's free will. The joy and pain for me translates into humility. It's why I seek the uplands. It's why I ramble, 20 or 30 miles a weekend, human miles, and throw blisters on my feet and lose phones in the lake, and dogs get sprayed by skunks, and most of the time men develop themselves in low points of their life rather than the high points of their life. And boy, can you have 10, 15, 20 low points in one day at the same time. Completing the shot, the retrieve to hand, your buddies are all high-fiving. It's a feeling that I have to have. Not only did a bird not hit the ground after the first day, but we didn't even have a point. And this is how the uplands decide who is worth a quarry and who isn't. We stuck with it. We absolutely busted our rears. We had seen some good birds here in Emmett. And so we decided, you know what, let's go ahead, pack up camp at 5 a.m., head 2.5 hours to Emmett, and give it a go. it happened quick. I started following radar, and within 200 yards of parking, we had a quick point, very quick point, and a wild flush of Huns. 100 yards in front of that, we had another wild flush of Huns, but we stuck with it. You know, persistence is key. Radar held point. I got close enough, birds flushed, and I dropped my first chukar ever. What a feeling! Like, the miles, the money, the pain, like the amount of energy that went in to that one bird. Come on, man, that's fetching feathers right there. You just gotta keep going. I went from 5 days of absolutely nothing and a whole lot of pain, and in 2 minutes had harvested, you know, my first 2 chukars. So 2 coveys of birds, 2 shots, 2 birds dropped. You know, we put it all together. Everybody seeks adventure. Everybody wants to share a story, and these are where the campfire stories are created, and this is how it's done. I need the uplands. I'm here because I need the growth. I need the getaway. I've never found anything or anybody in life that teaches me what the uplands teach me. And that's the best way I could put it.